this is Thomas and today we will be making world peace cookies. These are one of my favorite cookies and they have a unique texture and they taste really good as well. I made a video on these about a year ago, but that video wasn't very good, so I am going to be redoing it and this video should be much better than that one. First, you're going to take 1 1/4 cups of flour and you're going to add in 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. You're also going to add in half a teaspoon of baking soda. And then you're going to just whisk that all together. Then you can set that off to the side. Now you're going to take a mixer and you're going to add in 11 tablespoons of softened butter. You can just wipe it on your little paddle attachment or using a spatula just to make sure it all gets in there. Then you're just going to beat that butter together until it's all like creamy-ish. Now you're going to add a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now you're going to beat this on medium speed until it gets fluffy, which will take about 2 minutes. Once you're done beating your butter and sugars, you can just scrape down your paddle attachment and the sides of your bowl. Now you're going to add in your flour mixer and mix it on low so that it doesn't go all poof in your face. Once it's all combined, you're going to add in 5 ounces of chopped bittersweet chocolate, and if you need help learning how to chop it, you can look at this video up here. Now you're going to take a pretty good amount of plastic wrap and you're just going to put that on your counter. Then you're going to take your mixer bowl off of your mixer and you're going to take off all these little chunks of dough from your paddle. Then you're going to take the dough out of your mixer bowl and put it on your piece of plastic wrap. Then you're just going to use your hands and you're going to try to shape it into a log like this. Then you're going to wrap the plastic wrap around it and then you're just going to roll it out with your hands until it gets even more like a cylinder. Then you're going to fold up the ends and just give it a little bit of a shove so that the ends are a bit flatter. Now you're going to put this in the fridge for a few hours or up to a day. So I'm going to be back tomorrow to finish cutting these and baking them. Okay, so it is the next day and I've taken my cookie dough out of the fridge and I have also prepared a baking sheet. If you want to make all of these cookies right now, then you're probably going to want 2 baking sheets. But I'm just going to slice as many cookies that fit on here and then I'm going to put the rest of them back in the fridge for when I next want to make cookies again. So I'm just going to unwrap this and then I'm going to take a knife, and I've recently found out that a serrated knife works really well when you're cutting this type of dough because it lets you easily slice through it. So then you're just going to cut cookies that are about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch thick, like this. And you're going to space them not too far apart because they don't spread that much on your baking sheet. And it's going to be a little bit crumbly when you're cutting it, but you're just going to be able to push it back together and then you'll get your cookies. I forgot to point out that you want to preheat your oven to 325. So I've just filled up this tray, so now I'm going to rewrap my cookie dough and put this back in the fridge until I next want to make cookies. And my oven is not yet preheated, but I'll be back when it is to put these in the oven. Once your oven is preheated, you're going to put them in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. I will be back when they come out. You'll know your cookies are done when they're slightly puffed up and look like this. Then you can let them cool for as long as you want, and I'll probably let them cool for about 10 minutes, but they're good when they're cool and they're also good when they're warm. I'll be back when they're cool a bit more. Once you've let your cookies cool for as long as you wanted them to, you should eat one because they are really delicious. Hopefully I've just taught you how to make world peace cookies, which unfortunately did not bring world peace, but they taste really good. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.